All right, we'll be getting started in a minute. Get your stuff together. Get ready to get on the mat. You get it. Go outside. All right, guys. So everybody obviously just wants me to totally just teach you asana and physical practice. I'm gonna sneak in the spirituality, whether in the philosophy, whether you like it or not. But you're gonna get ready to get meditated. All right. Go ahead and come onto your mat. We always start off with warming up the spine first. So come onto hands and knees, all fours, while I adjust this camera so that everything is in the frame. It really bothers me when it's not all symmetrical and stuff. Right. My little dragon staff in the back. All right. And the dog bone, as usual, on the mat. All right. Coming onto all fours, hands and knees. So I'm going to give this caveat as you exhale, round your spine high. As you inhale, drop your belly, turn your face and tailbone up. Exhale, rounds. Continue to go back and forth, warming up your spine. Do what you can. Nothing is mandatory in this class. There might be a lot of stuff that you can't do today. There was a lot of stuff I couldn't do years ago, right? It was about dedication on the mat. I hope that you develop the mental capacity to stay focused on the mat, because if you do that, you can start to do that in life. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, pedal your feet, wag your tail, move around. If you have 2 blocks, I suggest getting 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, big thick books will work. I would only put 1 book down. I wouldn't stack books unless you tape them together or something, because they'll slide around. Otherwise, here we go. Making your way to the top of the mat, any old fun way you want to get there. Right into the halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, ride the breath all the way up. Reach up, stretch up. Allow the hands to come along the side, standing in mountain pose. So engage your bandhas, low belly is activated, upper abs are engaged. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten your back. Hands down, step or hop back, low plank, your elbows are bent. Inhale, up dog, thighs are lifted. Exhale, down dog, sides of waist are long. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, either step or jump. Right into that Betty Boop, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into your chair pose. Arms come along the face as you look at the thumbs. Hands at the sides, mountain pose. Let's go again. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left halfway. You put your hands on your shins if you want. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, tops of the feet. Exhale, down dog, staying here. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Let me pop this heater off. I don't feel like doing hot yoga today. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Bend the knees at the very end of that exhale. Float to the top of your mat. Inhale right into your belly. Boom, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Arms come up. Hands at the sides, mountain pose. Picking up the pace. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Where's your mind? Where's your breath? Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Bend the knees and hop or float right up to the top of the mat, lifting halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Finding your chair pose with your inhale, palms pressed, gazes at the thumbs. Hands at the sides with your next exhale, standing tall, mountain pose. Sun Sao B, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Big toes are together if they're not already. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift the hips, down dog. Right foot scoots forward, left foot spins flat on the mat. Inhale, warrior 1. You come up. As soon as you're up, you're down. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot forward, right heel down. Vera 1. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Stay here. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale takes you to the top of the mat. Inhale right into your belly boot. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Inhale, palms pressed, gaze at thumbs. Mountain pose, standing tall. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop. Up dog. Exhale, down dog, right foot forward. Warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, left foot forward. Inhale comes up. Exhale, lower. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Four. Float on your exhale. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, chair. Mountain pose. Let's play. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step or hop back. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, left foot steps all the way through. Virabhadrasana 2, front foot at 12 o'clock, back foot at 2:45. Standing underneath rests. Flip your front palm. Let's get that side body lean. Reversing your warrior. Inhale 1. Gaze at your top hand. Bend your front knee more. Inhale 2. 3. 4. Inhale 5, comes up. Exhale 5, let's take a humble warrior this morning. Hands behind the back. You may interlace your fingers if you wish. Come forward. Today, starting off, we're just going to lay our left shoulder on top of our left thigh and knee and kind of get a good foundation here. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 5. Come all the way back up into your warrior 2. Hold. Turn your toes to the side of your mat. Pivot your palms up. Take a small upper back bend. Squeeze your upper inner thighs. Lift through the sides of your body. Inhale 1. Neck is long, supporting the head. 2, 3, 4. Inhale 5, come up. Pivot those heels in, sit down into goddess or horse. Knees are directly over heels, toes are out in a 10 and 2, 1 and 11. They have the ability to do a 9 and 3, so don't do that. It over-rotates what your knees are doing. Very good. We're going to dust a bench. So imagine you're sitting on a bench. So you can add some really fancy arm work here if you're feeling froggy, you know. But the goal here is to stay really, really low. All right, starting to warm up those hips for a more vigorous practice. Very good. Come up, rotate those toes forward. Take the hands onto hips, come halfway forward. Back parallel with the earth. Lift the heels. Now notice I rotated my feet back forward again. Lifting those heels, drawing that belly in, lengthening through the sides of the waist and the neck. Try not to face plant. Try not to talk to the camera so you can hold the friggin' pose, Mary. Wonderful. Hands down, heels down. Walking those hands back in between your feet with the fingertips pointed forward. It's like chaturanga arms. Try to get your head towards the floor. Pull your shoulder heads away from the mat and up to the ceiling. Inhale 1. Now see if you can lift your heels again. Inhale 2. Yeah, without rolling forward for all of y'all that just flip forward, right? Pull your belly in, up and back. 3. Heels high. Elbows in line with your shoulders and wrists. And nice and easy. Release the hands down, pivoting to the top of your mat. Exhale to down dog. Stay there or come with me. Inhale, float to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Double chaturanga. That means you tuck the toes and come back down to that crocodile. Then push up to plank. Then go back to down dog. Dog. Dog on my yoga mat. Not the right kind of dog. Inhale, take your right leg high. Deep step it in between your hands so that you come into warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment, front foot at 12 o'clock, back foot 9:15, right? Arms floating over the legs. Front knee lined up with second and third toe. Rotate the front palm to the sky. Take that side body lean. Reverse your warrior. Inhale 1. Deepen the bend in the front knee. Inhale 2. 3. Inhale, 5 comes up out of it. Hands down behind your back, interlace your fingers. So when you interlace your fingers, you do the same way. Number 2s are always number 2s. Make them number 1 behind your back. Come over, humble your warrior. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. 3. 4. Use that 5th inhale to come all the way back up into that warrior 2. And then pivot the toes to the side of the mat. Come into half forward fold here. All right, so arms are out, airplane arms. Lift those heels up high, stiletto heels. Pulling the upper abs back. Inhale, 1. 2. 3. 4, and 5. Hands and heels down. Walk the hands back in between the feet. Once again, with fingertips pointing forward, elbows lined up with wrists and shoulders. If you can get the head on the floor, great. If not, great. See if you can lift those heels, or maybe even play a little more and lift those legs in through the nose. What happened to my music? For 4, 3, oh good grief, 2, and 1. Those of you in headstand, come back down to Pasarita. Put your feet down. Oh, lost my music. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm over. Go ahead and come up halfway, all right? From here, we're gonna bring our hands on. I'm so over battling with the technology for whatever reason it is right now. Coming halfway up. And then from here, come all the way up. We're gonna come back into that goddess, turning our toes out, 10 and 2. Horse, hands are in prayer. We're sliding once again so that those hips are nice and healthy. You know, some things you just don't have freaking control of. Right? So let your practice be a space where you escape the mental loop of your mind. So if you want to friggin' move in any way you want to, friggin' home. Nobody's gonna see you except your dog and your kids, right? Your cat always judges you anyway, so what does it matter, right? So go ahead and come up out of that. You're gonna turn to step back at the top of your mat for this round. From here, we're gonna go into a one-legged chair. Those of you who can bring the heel up into the hip will do so. We'll start standing on our left foot. We'll heel up into the hip, or if that's just like too much for you, you can figure for it, right? I'm gonna turn to the side right now. We're gonna sit back a little bit, right? We're gonna bring those arms up, trying to keep your hips level. Trying not to look in the video. For some reason, it's my balance, all right? So trying not to let this right hip drop as you reach up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, hips up. If you have the ability to take the right hand behind the back and your foot is into your hip, you can grab a hold of that foot. Bow to the front leg, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you want to be plain Jane, you can just release that right foot down to the floor and jump back chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Or if you want to try a new thing, you have to keep this foot up into the hip, maybe even warm it up in there really well. You're going to lift halfway for your Betty Boop. You're going to plant your hands. Guess what? Jump back, lower. Now, let the inside of the foot, the top of that foot, lay down onto the earth. Come into that up dog. Walk those hands forward if you've got that foot down. And that figure 4 feels really nice on that right hip. 3, 2, and 1. From here, you're going to tuck your toe, go back to your down dog. Looking at the top of your mat, step, jump, meander. Handstand if you're feeling froggy, right? Oh no, my drink's in my way. Little half handstand then. We'll just stop there. Exhale, fold. We're going to find that chair pose. Inhale. And mountain pose. Left heel comes up, right? So it's either figure 4 like you're drinking beer on Sunday, or it's up into the hip. First, we're going to sit back in that one-legged chair. Come to your forward fold. If you're feeling froggy, you go through your vinyasa either with the figure 4 or not. Walk those hands forward in that up dog. Walk the hands back, tuck the toe, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, makes your way to the top of the mat. And exhale, fold. I got you. That's the side I fell on, and I'm looking at that drink like I'm going to take it out. Inhale comes to your chair. Mountain pose. Wonderful. All right. Standing at the top of the mat. Awesome. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, left foot steps through, right heel spins down, Vera 2. Reverse that warrior. Bend your front knee more. Reach up more. Straighten your back leg more. Pull your belly back more. Expand through the whole periphery. Inhale comes up. This time your humble warrior is all the way down. Try to bring your head interior. Try to bring the shoulder inside the front thigh. Reach up through the knuckles. Push the floor away with the feet. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. 3. 4. Inhale 5. Comes all the way back up. Come into your goddess. Come into that horse. Toes at 10 and 2. Hands in prayer. Get really low. Slide side to side. If you want to add a little bit of goddess arm in there, get a little waistline work. Really good. Come center. Turn those toes sent forward. Come forward, hands onto hips. Lift those heels, stiletto heels. Push the floor away with the balls of the feet. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. 3. 4. And 5. Heels down. This time, you're going to plant your left hand. You're going to put your right hand onto your low back so it's nice and flat and long. Twist at the rib cage. Take the right arm up. Gaze at the right hand. Inhale 1. 2. 3. Inhale 5, come center, arms are out. Exhale 5, right hand goes down. Left hand comes to the low back to check the low back, twisting at the rib cage, not the low back at all, please. And then take that left hand high. Release those arms out, airplane arms. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Turn those palms to the sky. Take an upper back bend here. Look up, sternum to the ceiling. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. 3. Hips are forward. Thigh bones are rolling back. And 1. Inhale, come up. Stand to the top of the mat. Mountain pose. Inhale, chair pose. Go ahead and bring that right ankle over the left thigh. Those of you who want to do flying pigeon or want to start towards flying pigeon, we're going to take our elbows down over the front of our shin, trying to lay our chest onto that inner thigh and inner calf. From here, I'm going to try to get my elbows up in my triceps, up underneath. I'm going to put my hands down on the floor. Notice I might have to pop back a little bit while I was teaching that pop back earlier. So I'm going to put both shins across both upper arms. I'm going to take this foot and lock it on my outer left arm, right? From here, I'm going to lean forward and feel the weight of my leg into the back of my arms. And I might lift that other foot, holding here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step or hop back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Where's your mind? Where's your breath? Making your way back towards the top of the mat. Step jump. Find your daddy boo. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Come into that chair pose. Mountain pose. Wonderful. All right, so we're going to go back, do that right side, and come back to the top of the mat and play with that other side of that arm balance, right? Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifts halfway. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot plants, warrior 2. Low belly drawing back, shoulders drawing down. Shoulders are not earrings. Find that reverse warrior. Back leg is super straight and strong. Front thigh is sinking. So the energy of the back thigh, the left thigh, is lifting up. The energy of the front thigh is pushing down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, keep that energy. Come forward, humble warrior. On your next inhale, come up, find that warrior 2, and then come up. Pivot those toes to the side, and then come into your goddess. Or horse if you're a man, you want to call it a horse. swaying left and right, keeping both pinky toes rooted, keeping butt nice and low, level with those knees. Right. If you want to add a little lean, this will start to work the core. So when you think about working your abs, you want to think about how can I stabilize my spine, not how I can get pretty six-pack abs. Why? Because six-pack abs got to sit on something, right? Two different muscle groups. Wonderful. Come up with those straight legs, turn those toes forward, rotate those palms to the sky, take that upper back bend. This time you're going to take the hands down behind your back once you're there, braiding the fingers. Notice I'm not sticking my butt out and taking all of this back bend here. I'm here. It's like I'm ready to drop back to that floor. Inhale, 1. And come up. Beautiful. From here, come all the way forward. Head towards the earth, knuckles towards the sky. Inhale, 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Awesome, guys. So we're working to playing with Ekapada Kundiasana, right? So we do want to go ahead and open our inner thighs before we go back to flying pigeon. So let's use this chance. If you have 2 blocks, this is great. If you are, might not be so great on these friggin' wood blocks, I just thought about that. You have to create some pads to go over these. So notice, as I'm going into my double split, my toes are still forward, my thighs are down on these blocks. Now, if you're not that low, sorry, hold yourself up. But if you're this low, you can start to, this helps take some of the pressure off the knees once you get this low and allows all the stretch to come into the hips. And eventually you'll take those blocks almost to the floor, right? In through the nose, out through the nose for 4 more. 3. Pull the belly away from the mat, so I'm sucking my abs in, holding my thigh bones into my hips. 2. And 1. Go ahead and walk those hands back, walk those feet in. Get them hips back in your sockets. Move the blocks out of the way if that's what you have. We're going to go ahead and bend the knees and roll up. Hanging zombie arms on the way, all the way up. Turn to step at the top of the mat. We're coming into that mountain pose. And then hips feel loose again. So we're going to go into the other side. I'm going to ask you to figure 4 now. The left ankle over the right. Okay? All right. So from here, so we're not bringing it up into our hip like we were earlier. For those that were doing that with me earlier, it is an actual like drinking beer on Sunday setup. The reason being is I was opening your hip earlier. Now we're using this for stability, right? So some of you will just come into a seated chair pose. Some of you will start to work your triceps down on that front shin. Some of you will then try to work your hands down to the floor and maybe locking that foot around your right arm. Notice my right heel is lifted. Maybe some of you work on pushing the left shin into the arm and straightening the leg. Maybe jumping back, up dog, and down dog. Making the way to the top of the mat. On your next exhale, step, jump, float. There it went. Too much power. All right. Didn't want to do a handstand. Go ahead and roll all the way up. Why? Because we're going to practice those now. All right. So handstands are a huge part of my personal practice. If it's not with yours, you can practice how I'm going to show you. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Right? So with a handstand practice, it's more about the leg that's in the air. So what I'm going to have you do is come into a little down dog. If you want a wall, put a wall towards the top of your mat and back off of it about a foot. You're going to take the left leg or whatever leg you feel comfortable high, and you're just going to start to feel it lift up. Once it starts to really lift, it'll start to pull on this right leg. And now you've got a little going on, right? And that rock might turn into a lift. Right? And so just practice one side for a moment. I'm sketched out about being in this room doing handstands. I hadn't done handstands in this room for a while. And then maybe try the other side, lifting the other leg up. Maybe doing a little projection. There we go. Maybe try switching it out. Maybe even try going both. Alright? So we've got, there we go. So we've got a minute to play here. Yeah, I'll give you a minute to play. So try lifting, not kicking. Try pressing the floor away rather than holding your weight up. Now about 45 seconds to play. Alright. Everybody stand up. Start to do your wrists around. Do like back and forth. And wave come here. And wave go away. Shake it all out. You want to do the hokey pokey while you're here. Turn it all around. Alright. Alright. So, we are going to kind of play with a little arm balancing in between our remaining hip openers. So if you have 2 blocks, you're going to want 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, connect with me and I'll tell you how to get 2 blocks, right? Where to go, what kind to get. This is like one of my little creations. So my blocks are going to go to the edges of my mat. I should see maybe, you know, that much on the edges of my mat. So basically there's a fairly good gap in between my blocks, but my blocks are still on my mat. From here I'm going to ask you to go ahead. If you want to jump all the way through, grab a blanket. I'm grabbing a blanket today, maybe. I can find one. Yep, there's one. The cat peed on my blanket, so we had to wash it. Alright. You can take a blanket or a towel and put it to the top of the mat. I'm going to show this once or twice, and this is going to be a building practice for most of you. So just, if at some point you get fatigued or you're not getting it, then just step back to the top of the mat. Then I'm going to put a little blanket at the very end of my mat. I'm going to put my blocks down. I'm going to step back into a down dog with my hands onto the blocks. We're jumping through to a seated position. So those of you who aren't used to that yet, look in between the blocks, jump and cross your ankles and sit in a little toe balance. Notice my heels are up. Move those blocks back, lean back into straight arms, take those legs out, have a seat. From here, I'm going to ask you to slide the right block out, bring the top of the right foot down. Top of the right, all shoelaces are down on this side. From here, you're going to bring the left knee in, take the left foot up, hold on anywhere you can, all right? Inhale 1. 2, 3, 4, inhale 5, I'm going to turn around so you can see what you're going to do. Inhale 5, you're going to lift up really tall. You're going to put this left foot down. You're going to come up. You're going to put your hands inside that left foot. As you lift, you're going to slide your left hand around, come into Ekapada, step back with the right foot, step back with the left foot, up dog, down dog. At this point, you should be able to put your hands back on those blocks. Look at the top of the mat. You're either jumping through to that little cross ankle, so just jump to your toes, or come all the way with me, all the way through to a seated position. Once again, you're going to bring, this time, the left foot back, shoelaces down, all 5 toenails, easy for me to say, toenails are down. Right leg is lifted. Inhale 1. Where's your mind? Where's your breath? Pull your belly back. Inhale 2. Shoulders down, out of your ears. 3. 4. And 5. So, you're going to put this right foot down. You're going to rock just enough forward so you can really kind of get that right hand down and around. At that point, you're going to lift your butt, lift the right leg, come into Ekapada, and then step back. Up dog and down dog. So those of you using blocks, make your way back to the top of the mat with blocks. Those of you who are trying to work a little deeper, there's once upon a time I could float through without this freaking blanket, but guess what? We're starting over, right? And jump all the way through. Ugh. My ass has gotten heavy over quarantine. Okay, from here, we're going to go ahead and let's take the legs wide. So we're going to straddle. Try to lift your heels. So I'm extending through the legs so much, my heels are no longer on the mat. If your heels are on your mat, like you can't do that, you can actually, so that your pelvic floor is engaged and your back is healthy, take the blocks, put them behind your hamstrings, take the butt up by pressing the hamstrings down, and then take the hands forward. Yeah. So what is this doing? This is keeping you from going too deep into the posture just yet, and it'll teach you how to hold Tittipasana, which is backpack, right? And so this is your Tittipasana. This pose, whether your heels are up because you're on the floor or your heels are up because you're on, is teaching you the engagement. For 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Come up. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together. We're going towards Kurmasana. So notice my feet are out. They're not in like cobbler's pose. Some of you are just going to come forward here. Some of you are going to work towards Kurmasana. I don't know if I want to do Kurmasana or yet. Right? All right. So Kurmasana. You're going to rock side to side and stretch those arms underneath you, right? And then once you're there, hands are back, palms are down, legs go out. Wonderful. From here, you're going to slide up. Grab a hold of those toes. Extend the legs out. Try to balance way up on those sit bones, right? Shoulders down for 4. Maybe even look at the wall behind you without falling back. 3, 2, and 1. So this position goes back to plow. And so a wide leg plow, most of you will, I recommend letting go of the toes. Traditionally, you would hold the toes and roll all the way back, right? And if you want to do that, that's fine, but some people are really tender in the neck, so I suggest letting go, coming back, taking it wide. Right, so once we're here, those of you who know how to get into full lotus may do so. Very good. Grab the edges of your hips, let everything come down, come up to a seated position. From here, if you're in full lotus, you're keeping your full lotus. If not, just come into a simple cross-legged position, right? You can either just reach forward, or you can take both forearms behind your back and come forward. Or if you're feeling super froggy, you can grab them feet. One side's always easier than the other, isn't it? There we go. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come up. Wonderful. Unfurl those feet, come into boat and hold. For 4, 3, 2, and come in. Dracula arms come into cruise ship, hold. For 4, 3, 2, slow bicycles, fingers behind the ears, right knee comes in, on the exhale you twist. Inhale, you grow long. Exhale, twist. Inhale, 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 long. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet come in towards the bum. Fingertips reach down towards the heels. Gaze goes to the ceiling. Push the floor away. Lift up, bridge. And hold. Inhale, 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the hips down. Take a happy baby. Rock left and right. All right, I'm gonna have to close it off very soon. My power is running low on the video. I could take you guys in 30 minutes. But that takes mindfulness and a spiritual connection, and y'all just want your asses kicked, so that's what we're doing today, right? And so rock and roll up, head to tail, right? And then we're gonna roll all the way down onto our back. We're gonna take a T shape. We're gonna drop our knees to the right. We're gonna gaze to the left. Oh, that feels so good on that back. Pick the legs up one by one. We're going to drop them to the other side. Wonderful. Come onto your back, rock and roll. Right? We're moving into Shavasana, so go ahead and extend your legs out one by one. I would have done just a little bit more, but my power on my my camera and stuff is running down, so I really need to get you in meditation. So if there's any wiggles that you need to do right now, go ahead and do those. I typically, in my own personal practice, don't do relaxed hip openers and stuff unless it's a specific restorative class. I tend to like to do a power class and then do really powerful stretches so that my back stays healthy. But that's because I have a really bad, I have to, if I want to do that Cirque du Soleil, I have to make sure I'm protecting my spine. So those of you ready to wiggle down and move around onto your spine, start to feel good in your practice, get all your little fidgets and wiggles out. I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. I'm going to see if I can get my meditation music on here. And so as you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, I can't remember how to work my old iPhone. Back to the other screen. There we are. So as you lay on your spine and you continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, now more aware of your breath. Maybe even feeling the breath brush on the top of your lip. Maybe brush the back of your throat. I hear a woman's vocals come on in just a moment. I'm going to try to link the cadence of your breath with the sound of her vocals. I'm going to lead you through the first couple rounds, and then I'm going to ask you to go on your own with it. And so as you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, and the little fidgets and wiggles making their way out. The sound of the breath, the feeling of the breath in the background. As you listen to the sound of her vocals, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue on linking your breath with the sound of her vocals. You to see yourself walking down a wooded pathway. Beautiful trees, the smell of sweet earth. Sounds of birds and small animals moving around in the woodland background. Along the pathway is a babbling brook, a small stream of water polishing the rough edges off the stones as it makes its way through. Feeling the breath polish your edges. breath, take the weight off of your stone pile a little more. So we each have stones. We each have these weighted thoughts that pull us down. We think it's pulling us underwater. Sometimes we feel as though it's drowning us. But truly we're being pulled into the current of life. We're being pulled by it. We're taking the rough edges and smoothing them away so that we're more pure. You're not drowning, you're being polished. Feel the freedom of being refined. Being refined means you're not stagnant, you're not staying there in one place. And so as the current of life washes over you, how can you let your edges go? How can you reveal the pure gem of your life? Allow the current of life to polish you so deeply that everything becomes a mere reflection. A reflection of who you are, who you want to be, who you want to surround yourself with. Let every inhale be a renewal of that promise and that intention. Let every exhale let the edges go, those tethers go. Breath, bringing your awareness back to those inhales, those exhales. Feel yourself coming home to your body. Feel the breath spread through the periphery, going down to the fingers and the toes. Making small movements that make you feel more alive, more vibrant, a little cleaner, a little freer of encumbrance. And as you roll over onto whatever side beckons you, curling up, using the lower arm as a pillow. each exhale, feel the head, the heart, the hips grow heavy to the earth. A sense of rooting, a sense of grounding. Now on your next inhale, up to a gentle seated position. Palms resting open on your lap. Allow your arms to float upward with your next inhale. With your exhale, let those hands fall in prayer. And humbly thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Let your minds be open and your hearts full. Namaste. Namaste, friends. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.